Welcome back. First on CBS News, newly obtained GPS data shows the movement of the boat that carried Nolan Wells to Horn Island over the 4th of July weekend. The Mississippi teenager
Ooh,
was found dead after he'd been
yeah, them
missing for
boys
two
cooked,
days. His family still wants
cooked.
answers, and their attorney, Ben Crump, says new tips are coming in every day.
We can.
Them boys is cooked. If they find out some evidence based off that GPS, like a wrong route, uh, not going the way you came in to make it look mysterious, them boys is cooked, deep fried, grilled. However you wanna sauce it up, them boys are done for.
Continue to be steadfast and trying to get to the truth of why Nolan Wells is dead. If this was your son, if this was your daughter, wouldn't you want desperately to get to the truth?
Anna Schechter
Yeah,
leads our
that's
crime
true.
and public safety unit. She's been following this case for us. Anna, good morning. Help our viewers understand what this GPS data might show and how it's relevant to the timeline as far as the family is concerned.
Well, Errol, this is important because now we know the exact movement pattern of that boat that took Nolan Wells to the island. Exactly what time, around 11:15 a.m., the boat
Mm-hmm.
landed on the island. And then we know that after 5 p.m., that boat, without Nolan Wells on it, traveled a different route and docked in another place, different, actually quite a ways away.
What I just tell y'all. What I just tell y'all. Now it look even worse. Cause it's like, bro, why you didn't go back the same way you came in? Like, what's going on? And even so, what was going on the whole time? Like, I seen the video. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all done seen. I seen a video they talking about that apparently he was with some girl and he was with her and they left him with her because he seemed like he was into it. My thing is, you know that girl ain't finna come out. Like, where's she at? Where is this mystery girl that he was there with? And if it's video and all that kind of stuff going around, like if it's videos of the party and events and all that kind of stuff, why can't his boys identify that girl based off the videos that's going around? Even if it's just fast little clip, because I know y'all been seeing there's been little clips going around. Apparently he was at some pool party. Apparently he was there this day, this day, all that kind of stuff. If we can find all that alleged information, why we can't find the girl who he was with? Because I'm pretty sure she the key. She gonna let us know what's really real. She gonna let us know kind of what everybody kind of already thinking and that his boys played a part in it. Because I got a strong feeling she probably, you know what? I'm not gonna say nothing alleged. I'm not gonna. I ain't even gonna. Let's keep
From
moving.
where it entered the water that morning. And then we know the route that those young men who were on the boat that took him, that path that took them to the home of the boat's owner. All of this is being scrutinized by law enforcement. So, this is a key part of it because the big question
Them
is
boys cooked.
what happened to Nolan Wells and did anyone see him enter the water? That question remains unanswered, Errol.
So you got the GPS data from the
And see, that's my thing too. Why don't his boys know if he jumped in the water or not? Like it seemed like it would be simple. If all y'all made it back in in good standings and not harmed or nothing like that, why don't nobody know where he is? Like I seen apparently today one of his boys came out on TMZ and was talking about how I guess the video was going around about Nolan yelling and all that kind of stuff. Now he's saying it was him doing the yelling. So you remember all that, but you don't remember what he is. You don't remember what this alleged girl who he was with looked like. Like, help us help y'all. It seemed like they just kind of throwing anybody out there to get the blame off of them. First, it was the girl that he was with. Now it's this new guy that done came out as his best friend, who's kind of retracted his statement and saying, "Oh yeah, those guys are innocent." Like, okay, if you know that they're innocent, what happened to Nolan? And just help us help you. Like, come on, man.
boat. I understand Nolan's phone could also play a key role. What is the family's legal team saying about what it might show?
Absolutely. The family is now saying that there is a joint probe of that phone. So the family's lawyers
Uh-oh.
and the sheriff's department and also
Uh-oh.
investigators with the district attorney who are working closely with law enforcement partners on it. They are looking at this phone to see if any Snapchats were deleted, any texts were deleted. The family told me that they
Woo.
have questions about that. It was unusual that on that day, July 4th, there didn't appear to be any communication from that phone. Now, of course, it could have been in a dry bag in that boat that whole time, but they still have questions, Errol.
And of
Look, to everybody that rolled their eyes when she said that it could have been in a dry bag, for for everybody that's less liquidy, or let's not use that word. Everybody who don't get as wet, chill out. Um, as the rest of us in this world, when you go on a boat and things like that, usually you put put your devices in a waterproof bag, or you just store them deep in the boat and things like that. Now, to those who just looking for a reason to just no, that didn't happen. All right, now two, uh, what's going on as far as this information that she's talking about when it comes to him not being on his social media at all? Because if he a teenage kid, which he looks like, I don't know his exact age. Everybody know teenage kids, whether you on board or not, we Snapchat or they Snapchatting everything from at least till they get on the boat. We hear when they get on the boat. We da da da. Every kid this generation is doing that, so that look a little strange. But hopefully they figure it out. Let's
course,
keep rolling.
this has attracted so much national attention, but there's also been a lot of misinformation regarding this case out there. What have you seen that has been debunked, and how can that help viewers understand what is and what isn't known about what happened to this young man?
This is a great question. We had a video from that day from Horn Island posted to social media, and lots of people guessing that they might have heard Nolan Wells's voice. And the person who actually took that video came out and said, no, that is not Nolan Wells's voice. There were discussions online
But
about potential arguments that might have happened. Do you see Nolan Wells in the background? And people have weighed in and said, no, that is not what is seen in this video. There's also a photo of a pool party, and there was misinformation online that that pool party might have even occurred that night on July 4th, where Nolan Wells was seen in the swimming pool. That also is not accurate, and so we've had to be really careful on our teams to drill down and double check.
look, let me just say this to everybody here, well, everybody out there that's spreading false information about this man. So there's two things here. One, all y'all that's spreading false information, man, they already can't connect the story right now. What are y'all getting out of spreading false information? Like, does it make you feel good in the meantime? Does it give you some kind of status? Like, come on, man, stop with the BS. This somebody like you playing with. We're not gonna do that, man. That's dead. All right, now two, stop the false information, because think about this boy parents. At the end of the day, no matter how you feel, whether you think it's racism playing a part into it, just the boys just being naive, boys being boys, just clowning, and then they just trying to cover it up that something may have went too extreme. Don't forget this boy got parents. Let's help them out. And what I mean is start with the false information, because at the end of the day, it's all about them. Like this situation that's going on, they just need that closure, man. They need something to where they can like finally rest their case and be like, okay, this is what happened to our son. Let's figure out how to move on. Like just imagine how they feel knowing that this case is open, knowing that there's people lying, knowing that there's information out there that's probably can help them solve this, but somebody's out there withholding their information. Like just imagine the closure that they're not getting. So I mean, all y'all out there, man, is trying to turn it into a race thing or just spread false information, man. Shame on y'all, honestly. Let's do the right thing. And with that being said, that concludes this video, man. Like, comment, subscribe, man. It's greatly appreciated. I'm a new channel, man. I'm growing. Uh, I'm trying to get up there, man. So help the channel grow. Cash App's down below in the description box. We're gonna keep moving. You know. In the words of Old Man D, let me let me go get my steps in, like my doctor said, because it's arthritis and all that kind of stuff ain't too good for the boy. I'll holler at y'all next time. Peace.